So this is the, as of right now, I guess, unnamed podcast.
Boobs in the tubes.
Boobs in the I kind of like that. My name is Big Nick. I hope you're doing well. I got my buddy Joron here.
Joron.
All right. And then our guest today is Rob. Say hello, Rob.
How's it going?
It's going fucking fantastic.
He doesn't follow instructions very well, though.
All right, so we need to name the podcast, I think, first and foremost. Do you guys have any ideas whatsoever?
No.
I think it'll name itself once we get going.
That doesn't help me one bit.
I know.
The name itself.
Yep.
So in all honesty, I was thinking the Gag on Me podcast.
No, that sounds gay.
Why is it there got to be a dude that's gagging on you?
I don't know. Just saying.
That's where your brain goes.
Yeah, well,
It's
see,
California.
I was thinking of like a double entendre.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be, where's my phone? It could be like
Not
gag.
that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying. It sounds kind of gay.
Yeah, we're not homophobic here on this unnamed podcast as of right now. But no, I was thinking it could be like a double entendre. It could be like, since we're going to have comedians, it would be like gag on this, like, let's gag on this podcast.
Oh, see, now that's different than what you said the first time.
But then I was also thinking sexual, like, why don't you gag on this podcast, bitch? I really hope there's no kids in here, because this,
I think we're good.
it carries pretty well. No, but all right,
There's no pizza. You're safe.
I got to say, though, I'm kind of leaning towards Gag on Me podcast because I've already reserved the Twitter account.
There you go.
All right.
And I've already changed it on Podbean.
So this whole thing was a ruse. Thank you.
Well, no, we could change it. I mean, I'm just let me pull up my notes. I was thinking it could be. Have you guys seen That Thing You Do?
No.
No,
What is
you
it?
haven't.
Nope.
The movie with son of a bitch, which is it? Tom Hanks. He's
Okay.
where he gets a band from Erie, Indiana, and they're called the Wonders. Doing that.
Oh, yeah. That was like 20 years
All right,
ago.
good, because you were staring at me like
Jesus
I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
That's like Joe versus the volcano time, though.
No, now you're talking my language.
So, yeah. That's like
Joe's
curly
apartment.
hair Tom
I
Hanks.
like that one, too.
No, that wasn't.
That was
Joe
a
versus
long freaking time ago.
That was the 90s.
Dude,
right?
it's almost 2020, man. It's like 30 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
We're not that
Burbs.
fucking old.
That was back when What's-Her-Fuck was still hot.
The Burbs. Anyone?
What was,
I know the Burbs.
Yeah.
All right.
But no.
The Bachelor.
96. That movie was in 96. That was
22
not
years
That was
ago.
not Joe.
Bosom Buddies.
Is that 22 years ago?
Math, that sucks.
I don't know.
We're all
You're just over here naming fucking random. I just picked up
Bosom
on that.
Buddies.
I just listened over. He's like, Bosom Buddies. The Burbs. No, but all right. So essentially in it, they're called the Wonders. But what they want to go by is like the number 1, O-N-E, and then Durs. But everyone kept calling them the Oneaters.
Oof.
And I originally thought we could call the podcast like Comedic Prose. Prose. And it could be like we're pros at being comedians, but also we spit. Fuck you guys,
Of which
dude.
we've done neither so far.
You guys fucking.
He did that really awesome scene on with Michael J. Fox on what's the fuck was the show that they did back in the 80s?
What,
Before he became famous.
Family Ties? What?
Are you still just naming random Tom Hanks
Yeah,
shit?
he punched Michael J. Fox's character, Michael J. Keaton, right in the face because he was an
Alex B.
alcoholic.
Keaton.
Yeah, that's the one.
I was gonna say Michael J. Keaton.
Whatever.
That didn't make sense.
Does now.
That's just what it looks like when he writes it with Parkinson's.
My mouth is faster than my brain, or vice versa. Is it?
My apologies out there.
No
So I
problem.
mean, do you guys? I mean, we can change it. Like I said, it doesn't really. Who's that? Is that somebody walking by? That's not my mom. I don't even know who that was. Anyways, we're sort of off fucking topic here.
No, it's good. Where? It's, so what's the Twitter name again?
Gag on this, I think. Well, it's the gag on this podcast, and the Twitter is GOT podcast. Oh, that's another thing.
I like that.
That's another thing. I was thinking if it becomes popular, we could make merch that says, like, GOT got podcast.
Yeah.
You're just staring at me blankly, aren't you?
You just told everybody. So there goes that plan.
Well, fucking trademark it. There you go. As of now, yeah, he's going to the patent office.
All right, welcome to the Gag on Me podcast with your host, Big
Gag
Nick.
on me or gag on this?
Oh,
You got to keep it straight, man.
Because it sounds kind of gay.
You and the gay stuff, man.
It's turning you on, I think.
Yeah. I wish I could gag somebody. But it's
it's turning you on. Boner check, guys. Boner check.
Dude.
All right. So,
that would have been great.
I just realized, like, we're on radio, so I could just be like, and be like theater of the mind. Like, I'm crumpling up a contract that I was like, fuck L.A. Whatever.
I follow you.
All right. So, I want to talk about Goldberg. I know you saw it. Did you hear about Goldberg from Mighty Ducks?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have you seen Mighty Ducks?
Never.
Tom Hanks was not in it, so
No, it's Emilio Estevez, I know, but no,
you've never
seen it.
seen
No.
Mighty Ducks?
I don't care for hockey.
Doesn't
It's
matter
Mighty
if you're into
Ducks.
I don't give
dude.
a fuck about hockey. Why would I
You've
go
got-
watch a movie on the subject matter? That sounds
Got-
stupid. A
you've
waste
got
of
a
my time.
Kid, man. You don't watch kid movies for
No.
that?
Fuck no.
Oh, what a great dad. But it's,
So you have no. I'm trying to. He was in Degrassi. Goldberg.
Degrassi, what the hell is that?
It's a Canadian show. The fucking Drake was on it, dude.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh my god! Now I got to find out what movies he's in because all I know him is the fat fucking goalie. Talk amongst yourselves while I look this up.
no, it's
This is just horrible radio on my part.
Degrassi. I remember Skank and Pickle did a song about he's in love with a girl named Spike.
Skank and what?
Skank and Pickle. You
I didn't
ever heard
run in
Skank
those
and
circles,
Pickle?
man. I don't know what the fuck
It's an
you're
old
talking
ska
about.
band from like the 90s.
And they did the Degrassi theme?
No, they just did a song called "I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike." It was like some chick that got knocked up on the original show, and yeah, it was just they made songs like "You Should Never Judge a Man by the Hair on His Butt." Classic tunes, you know.
I was
This
more
is what
the-
I grew up with.
Mainstream Weird Al kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's
What about, I forgot who sang it, but Detachable Penis? Have you guys heard that song?
Oh, yeah, that's King's
King
Missile.
Missile.
All right, we finally,
No, it's right there, man.
yeah, we finally,
And
Look at
Someone
that.
Took a Duty in My Sandbox was another good one of theirs.
it's the first thing that pops up. All I did was Goldberg, and he pops up. Let's see what movies he's been in.
Well, let's talk about how he looks.
All right, I'll have to show you the picture first. Do you need glasses, maybe?
Yeah, man. I can't
All right,
see
here, let me
shit.
blow it up then. Let me.
Okay.
You don't know him.
No.
He doesn't look familiar.
Not even a little bit.
He looks like a young guy that would grow up to be on the Sopranos. Doesn't he? Kind of
No.
like an enforcer. No, and he was like the chubby kid.
Oh,
He
as an
looked
enf-
like he would
as-
grow up to be like a bacala kind of guy.
A bacala.
Is that like baklava?
No, man, you never saw Sopranos either, huh?
I never watched Sopranos.
Get the fuck
Oh.
out of here.
Oh,
Not a single episode.
he was on Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
You've never
I never saw Heavyweights.
Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
You know, that was one that I always wanted to watch but never did.
Jesus Christ.
I feel the more interesting point of this
I
podcast
think
right
what
now
we're-
is like
I think
what
we're gleaming from all this is that I don't watch a lot of fucking TV.
I think we should rename the podcast "Living in a Cave" and just focus on Joron and you know how he.
Welcome to the Living in the Cave podcast with your host Big Nick. All right, he was in Drill Bit Taylor,
Don't know that.
No.
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
I think he was only in one episode.
That's probably where he got his meth connections.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
That.
Pee-wee actually started right in this area.
Did he?
Yeah, he started like in the Davis, San
Talking
Francisco area.
comedy or jerking off in adult theaters?
No, that came later.
Okay.
Or no, he might have been
came
doing
later.
both.
That was in Florida, by the way,
no,
guys.
he was part of a group right here in the Bay Area,
Okay.
and the Pee Wee character is what got him to explode up to the next level.
Cool.
Yeah, so
I remember he was on a Cheech and Chong movie.
that too.
Sorry. Not sorry.
So anyway.
But no, he did, what is it? What's that troop in L.A. that's all famous? Not the Groundlings.
No,
Is it the Groundlings?
It's the Groundlings.
Or is that...
No, is that the
I think he
Chicago
did that
one?
too.
Yeah.
No, the Chicago one.
Second
No, that's Second
City?
Yeah, I think Groundlings are the LA one.
Well, I know he was in that one. And his show was actually quite perverted. Have you guys seen his actual
the
live
original,
show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not for kids.
Which is kind of...
It was more in line with what he got caught in the theater doing. So.
It's kind of
That was-
foreshadowing, though. But I mean, really, how many of us haven't jerked it in public? Really? Oh, apparently just me.
That's not a rhetorical question, apparently. Thank you.
I was looking for
He's
something
actually
other than blank stares.
masturbating right now,
you know,
folks.
I've been part of
Stop.
a carjacking here and there, but it's just.
But
I
you
wouldn't
didn't.
call that public.
Only at
Well, I
the
mean,
stop signs.
everyone's done that, right? At least.
Whacked it in a car.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to stay up. Long drives, but I don't know.
Never in a
Nope.
car.
No,
At the drive-in.
no, we got someone at the door. Wondering if we should shut this door.
Nope. We should because the lights, are on.
just came on.
Let me see.
Inside baseball for all you out there.
If you want to let them know we're in here and just be like, "What up? This is the gag on this podcast." I kept wanting to say gag on me.
Yeah, that sounds kind of gay. See, now this is where we need to try to cover all the dead air space while he's out in the hallway talking to some guy.
I'm sort of hoping to pick it up.
Oh, okay.
So
Until
when-
I started babbling?
yeah.
Probably not, though.
So were we paused? Are we still going?
No, we were still going. Yeah, we were literally watching you with nothing but dead air for a good
Sweet.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm hoping something in the background caught.
So anybody who's still intoxicated enough to be hanging on, thank you.
Well, good thing is you can edit this.
I don't want to edit it.
Oh, lovely.
Catch him post.
But you know what? You know what sucks? The worst is I put a lot of time into my Goldberg shit.
Well, fuck
And
you
because
go into
one
it.
person doesn't know it, I can't do it.
Sure you can.
Well, no, it doesn't have as much impact because he doesn't know who Goldberg is.
I have no idea.
Like, that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
but
It's
the thing is, most people, they're going to be like, who? And you say, you know, the fat goalie from Mighty Ducks. Like, oh, okay. And that's it. That's all
right. We're
anyone
doing
knows
doing
about.
this for the audience and not Joron. So
Yeah. So, you know, he can do his Living in a Cave podcast
Yeah.
and talk about how he starts fires with sticks.
Emilio Estevez was good in the Garbage Men movie.
Oh, that was Men at
Repo
Work.
Men at
Man?
Work, yeah.
Men at Work.
Men at
Him
Work.
and
Oh.
his brother.
I've never seen it.
It's
He was
pretty
also good in the fucking gunslinger movie.
Young Guns.
Young Guns, thank you.
shitty. Never saw that.
I feel this is turning into a movie.
How could you
podcast.
never? How could you have never seen?
You
that?
never saw Young Guns?
It's too much Bon Jovi. I couldn't do it.
No, that was the second one.
Oh, I don't know. It's,
No, it was the first.
Nope.
Well, the fact that there's two.
Hey, I know my Young Guns. All right. Now you're talking my language
The
again.
kid's going to be fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I know
speaking of
Goldfinger.
kids,
Man with the golden gun.
it's so random. I know Goldfinger. All right. So, all right, this one may be a little weird. Okay, you both.
Goldschlager.
You I'm trying to think of something with Goldstein. I just start. I don't know. I was just going to start naming Jewish names. Goldfarb.
There you go.
What the fuck was that?
Trying to masturbating in public thing.
He's got his headphones wrapped around his cock.
Yeah,
That's
get
all.
the
But
get the vibration.
I'm just trying to picture his headphones around his cock. That's kind
They
of
barely fit.
well, with a name like Joron, you'd think they'd barely fit. Yeah.
I was running a little late here this evening, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you like my text?
that was beautiful.
Yeah. So, just so the audience knows, Joron is white as shit, like white bread, and you'd think he's black though, with a name like Joron, and he's always late. So I texted him. I forgot the paraphrasing. I was like, your name is as black as your timekeeping skills are as black as your name, because you're no joke. We've hooked up maybe. At the open mic, maybe 10 times, and it's always I'm gonna be a little late, like always.
And it's ironic, as I was telling you before, because I actually get paid to keep people on time.
So
you don't see the humor in that?
Kind of. Yeah, and you have early calls to work, and you make it on time.
Sure enough.
Just because you don't get paid for this doesn't mean it's not a job, buddy.
You guys got to do it earlier. 3 a.m.
Fuck that.
Dude, could you imagine a podcast of us at 3 a.m.? No.
If it was at the end of the day, after a lot of drinking, yeah. Hello. Sorry.
Was she hot?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
She's also 12.
Oh. A hot 12-year-old?
I'm just telling you, the windows are frosted. You didn't see that part. You're all
Didn't see
oogling
that
over
part.
a young girl over there.
So I think I will edit this podcast a bit. Because I don't want people thinking that we find 12-year-olds attractive. I mean, what? You see another 12-year-old? You sicko. Okay, so no. Now I remember what I was going to say. You both have kids. How old are your kids?
Preteen.
What does that mean? So 12?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Boy?
Yep.
Boy.
Yep.
He's a sick little fuck.
All right. So, 2 questions. It's going to get a little personal, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Right?
All right. At what age do you think you realize that you are the product of your parents having sex? Because if you think about it, you got a 12-year-old, and if you say 12, that means he knows.
Oh, he just had sex ed in school, so he knows.
I think I knew it when I was 8.
Yeah,
Really?
The old, I'm just giving mom a back rub. That excuse doesn't work anymore. Now it's, stop making all the noise. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah. Doesn't happen when the kid's 5.
At 5, could you do it in front of them?
No.
Like, they wouldn't remember, right?
Oh, they totally remember.
Do they?
Yeah. Like, what's the earliest you can remember?
I can
I
barely
don't know.
remember yesterday.
I can
Jesus
remember
Christ.
when I was 4, but I only remember fucked up shit. Like, I remember I got a rusty nail through my hand. I remember getting in a fight over some rubber toy. But that's all the shit I can remember.
I like how that's dramatic for you. You got in a fight over a toy.
I don't know. I was 4, man.
Like,
That's
well,
what-
it was just
that's what
funny because
matters.
you led with, I got a nail in my hand. And then it was like, I got in a fight over a rubber toy.
Yeah, I got stigmata and he wanted a toy. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, he would totally, he's caught, he's walked in and it's like, oh, hey. And,
Can you talk it off at that age?
Yeah, he just wants, he just came in because like the TV stopped working or something like that, or he hit a button and he just wants the channel change. So I throw some shorts on, run back out, and he's good for another half hour. So at that age, but
Did you keep it up? That's a good question.
No, that thing's gone.
I was going to say. Yeah. I see Joron over here is getting a little uncomfortable.
What? Oh, I was thinking about something else.
What? Pants getting tight. But yeah, and that doesn't start up again. So that's pretty much it. So find something to do. Go run off a batch in the bathroom or something because those mood's gone.
Run off a batch.
Mm-hmm.
I since we're talking about sperm, apparently, I remember when my dad caught me masturbating.
Ow.
Happened twice. And the grossest part
That's
about
right. And the first time, shame on you. The second time, shame on him.
Yeah, he should have known. But all right, so this is what the horrible thing of it was. So I know I'm not alone in this, like I am with the masturbating in public thing. we've all gone down some pretty nasty.
George Michael's right there with you. He's down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pee Wee. We discussed that already.
What other celebrities have gotten caught for public masturbation? I think Goldberg. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Okay. What was I talking about?
About getting caught twice by your dad.
Okay, yeah. So
Were you dropping clues like, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to go comb my hair"?
no, the door was shut. He should know. I mean, do I need to put a sock on the thing?
No, you have a sock on your thing.
I've actually never done that. Have you guys done that?
That doesn't sound like fun. It's just
Rug burn?
the sock jack is
Sock
not.
burn?
It's
Yeah.
Sounds like Chafe City.
yeah. It sounds. Fabric has never sounded like a good thing.
I wonder how that started though, because it had to have come from somewhere.
Conditioner in the shower? Yes.
Oh.
A sock? No.
In the shower, you do that?
Conditioner.
But in the shower, see, I can't. It the consistency changes, and it's hard to get off.
Cold water.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyways, so we've all been down that road of like where it's sort of like YouTube but with porn. You know how when you're on YouTube you see one video and then you look at the recommended videos, and then before you know it you started with, I don't know, harmonica playing, and you ended up with like horse kicking a baby somehow, and you know there's a connection there. No,
I'm more disturbed that you started out watching harmonica playing. But
it was a good harmonica player, I swear. But so we do the same thing with porn, right?
sure.
Right?
We is the pejorative there. Is that the Queen's we?
Yeah, the royal we.
Sure, yeah, all right.
All right, so
That's a hard video to find.
the royal we.
The Queen's we.
Imagine if this got popular in Britain and that was the episode they heard, us talking about their queen taking a piss.
Well, maybe she was in the Trump tapes, but
And now he just accused her of being a prostitute. God, I love it. Anyways, so apparently I'm the only one that's done that, gone down a rabbit hole of porn.
no,
And-
not at all.
I mean, when we say long live the Queen, we're just trying to be polite, but please, come on. Seriously, Jesus Christ. The fuck?
Whoa.
That
Give
was,
Charles a chance, will you?
actually, that
We
was
need
Prince
Charles and Charles. We need Charles in charge.
Okay.
That was before my time, I'm sorry. Charles in charge. Eh?
Yes, he
Total
was-
commie show.
Communist?
Charles in charge, please.
Jeez. So
We
were
have the
done.
most... yeah. I'm trying to talk about getting caught masturbating by my dad, and you're talking about Charles.
Let's talk
Sorry.
about Scott Baio. This reminds you when you were
Nope.
masturbating to Scott Baio.
I was about to say, Scott Baio, boner check. Boner check. John's hard as a rock. Gross.
I work out.
All right, so anyways. So, I was down that rabbit hole, and he came in, and it was... The site is called My First Gangbang. And it was awful. It was bad, because one of the dudes had dreadlocks, and he was white and chubby. It was like the singer of, what is that? E40. Just put on 20 pounds. You don't know E40?
No.
Red wine.
Oh, that's not. That's UB40.
Oh, same thing.
No,
Totally different letters.
Is there an E40?
I don't know. Probably.
Street drug, probably.
Okay.
E for 40.
So anyway, so this chubby UB40 singer was dogging out this chick among other dudes, and he walked in on me. And guess how old I was?
12.
29.
Last week.
No.
10 minutes before you got here.
I was 20. That's why I'm so happy right now and so relaxed. No, it was 24.
Oh fuck.
Is that old to get caught by your...
By your dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you were just watching porn and not getting shagged by some fat white dude with dreads. I mean, could have been the other option.
Silver Lining.
Yep.
That's going to be your name, Silver Lining Joron.
So are you in a relationship now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Has she
calls
ever
them
caught you?
dreads.
Has she ever caught me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I do toilet babies. I think you guys know what I mean, right?
I do.
Every drop that hits the floor is a sin.
Yeah, I literally
That's why you
dropped
gotta
the
get
kids
it all
off
in
at
the
the toilet. But no, that's the best way. I mean, you just flush them right down. It's like Planned Parenthood up in that bitch. Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry. That made me blush.
So what was the second time?
That was the second
Oh,
time.
what was the first time?
First time, believe it or not, and this is 100% true, he walked into me when I was finishing. Like, actively.
It's a good thing you didn't get hooked onto that kink of I want people to catch me.
Dad, come here, please.
Your fucking honeymoon. Hey, Dad, you going to come to the hotel with us or what?
15 years later, all his dad's got to do is show up at Thanksgiving. He's like,
You want grandkids or not? I can't finish without you there.
It's like that scene in Grandma's Boy. Oh, it feels so good.
Is that Swartzen?
Yeah.
Nick? Yeah.
Nick Swartzen was in it. He was. So, all right, apparently I'm all out of... I mean, I have something about Vice, but what do you guys have to talk about?
Vice.
Like Viceland? You know Viceland?
I don't know what word you're saying.
Vice. V.
Like
I.
Miami.
Vice.
V. Ice. Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah, like Miami.
All right.
And then land. It's a channel. Viceland.
I have not had cable for 8 years, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Again.
They can't run the cable through the caves, and
That's true, yeah.
there's like a little lime deposit that they were able to get through, but it didn't work.
It's the world of internets. I don't need cable.
And you direct a news show, current events.
Yes.
Okay.
And Vice is a news corporation.
Oh, that Vice.
Are you being serious, or
Vice and Vox and all those fucking HuffPo and Breitbart and fucking mostly
you don't like Vice?
opinion bullshit.
You don't like Vice?
No, they're all fake.
I thought Vice did really good
They're
stuff.
all fucking. It's 98% opinion. It's not news. It's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry to get all.
I was about to
angsty
say
about that, but
I think the audience
That's
felt
how
that
I feel
awkward
about it.
silence right
That's how I
there.
feel about that.
There you go.
That wasn't funny. Sorry.
I know it just got serious. Here we were talking about getting caught masturbating, and then. So it sounds like you're a Republican.
No.
Oh, you just hate opinion news.
I spent 20 years working in news, so I'm very acutely aware of what is going on in current events. I don't watch popular television so much, but
So you haven't seen Stranger Things?
Oh, I've seen Stranger Things.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I've seen. I watch good shows. You know, like Full House.
What about Fuller?
No, sucks.
Oh my God, though, Jodie Sweden. Oh,
She did pull herself up out. You know, she was stripping for a while.
She was on meth.
Yeah.
she was stripping.
Yeah.
She's got huge boobs.
You missed the good years.
Oh my God, I don't know what it is about a chick that's just broken inside. It's so hot. Just somebody that's battling it. Oh God. Like I remember, I think you were there. It was at an open mic at Blacktop. Oh yeah, go to Blacktop shows. We're at Blacktop recording. I was supposed to plug them in the beginning. The redheaded chick that does open mics.
Yeah.
She's short. You
Yeah.
remember her?
Yeah, yeah.
She
I'm
did
really
it-
bad with names. I can barely remember yours, so.
I don't know her name either. I just
This
know
guy
her
over
as
here.
the little redheaded girl that sits in front of me.
Right.
Peanuts reference? No.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. I thought that was a pretty damn good one.
No, I'm trying to place the person you're talking about.
Have you been to an open mic here?
Yeah. I ate shit at the last one I did here, but it's my fault, not theirs.
I don't know if she's. Yeah,
It was a guy that
It's
was
the
doing
audience.
it.
They don't have energy sometimes here.
No, it was me.
In general.
I remember being up there going, why the fuck did I think this was funny? And I just kept going through it.
But when was that? Because I remember when you and I first started coming here, the audience was sparse.
It was 5 or 6 people, mostly all comedians. We got it up to, I think, towards the middle point. I think we had we get like 20 people, and 5 of them would be an audience. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, but those 5 sucked. Those 5 sucked. I'm sorry.
No, the shitty thing about open mics is just a bunch of open micers that all they're thinking about is their stuff.
Yeah.
They're not really paying attention. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm not listening to you guys.
What?
Until after I go up, then I'll listen. But,
So when was the last time you did an open mic here?
it was a few months back. Shoot. I want to say it was like January.
Was Christian here? Amaral?
Dude, I am so bad with names. If I knew what he looked like.
God, I got loogies. Sorry for coughing. I don't have a cough button on this thing.
Yeah.
I have an off button.
Nah.
Anyways, the redheaded chick and spiraling downhill and sexy. Yeah. So the redheaded chick did a joke about being homeless, and I remember thinking to myself, that is the hottest thing I've ever heard a woman say. I remember thinking that, and that's 100% true. I don't know what it is about just women just on the downslope, which sucks because my current fiance is actually not that.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, no, it's good. You're right.
When I was single,
Thank God she's not going to fucking listen to this.
Oh, you know she's gonna.
Well, let's edit out 31:14 up until now. All right. And we're back from break, guys. Hello.
So tell me about toilet babies.
No.
How do you think you guys would react if you walked in on your kid? You got time, so I mean you can think it over.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
got
think
years.
about that. I'll just
Has it happened?
Oh, no, I don't think so. That I'm aware of.
if he's
That
like
is a good
me, he's
point.
going to be trying to break records. So that's.
Records? What's your record?
Oh, I have no idea, but I just remember,
Mine's 4.
I worked with a guy when I was at FedEx that called in sick to see how many times he could jerk off in a day.
What do you get up to?
I can't remember if it was 12 or 17.
Dude.
I know. And he was walking like he just got kicked in the balls all day. Just all ginger. I'm like, dude, if it hurt, why did you keep it? Well, I fucking took the day off for it. I had to finish it through.
Could you imagine how
No.
swollen his shit is?
He's like, I'm like, okay, so what the fuck? He's like, after 8, it didn't even get hard or nothing came out.
I was about to say, yeah, nothing, yeah.
So what are you doing? You're just rubbing a what? But
It's
yeah,
like-
I'm nowhere near that. And 4's pretty respectable. I mean, to
Summer
still-
vacation, 2002. I remember it vividly. It was that, or it was go to my friend's house and shave our legs.
I think you made the right call.
We were bored as fuck. It was that summer. I like how Joron is just over here, just bobbing his head.
I don't have a lot of masturbation stories to share with you guys. I'm sorry.
All right, what do you want to talk about, Joron? What do you got?
Well, there was this one time when I was jerking off.
Continue. I'm aroused.
You ever jerked off in a church?
Fuck no. I was an altar
No,
boy.
I don't go to church. Oh, so you jerk someone off?
Well,
Altar boy.
Well,
I mean.
I have a problem keeping the mic close to my face because it reminds me of those days. It's like if it gets so close, my jaw just opens. Then I can't talk. So it's yeah.
You just look lovingly at the mic. Oh, Father McCary. I don't know why I made him Irish.
It's okay. It's
Because altar boys are Catholic, right?
yeah. I mean, I guess like
And choir boys are
no, choir boys are just
Christian.
choir boys. They just sing. And I think like Lutherans have like acolytes or something like that, or I don't know.
Are you religious?
I've been like a hardcore atheist for like 30 years, but
Oh.
I was raised with 12 years of Catholic school, so it's so I got it on both sides. So and unfortunately, it was not cute enough to get hit on by the priest. So I guess I'm just bitter.
What's more
But-
traumatic, you think? Getting diddled or not getting diddled because you're ugly?
I already knew I was ugly, so I was cool with it. It's and as far as I know, nothing like that happened at our place. But who knows? It's I don't know.
We here at Gag on this podcast respect all religious preferences. Even if you are getting diddled by Father McCary in the back.
On the priest. But
yeah, gag on this podcast. Yeah, except it wasn't podcast. So I'm sorry. What you were talking about something, and then we went off on a tangent about penises.
Oh no, I actually got kicked out of church
for masturbating.
No, that didn't come till later. No, I was 9, maybe 10, and I was going to Sunday school, and after a couple of months was requested to not come back anymore because I asked too many questions, which was disturbing the other children. That and a little bit of fighting on the bus with my brother to ice it off. So
yeah, they don't like questions.
no.
How young were you?
I started this whole thing off. I told you how old I was.
9.
Did you? I'm sorry. I was thinking about Father McCready.
No, it was supposed to be funnier. It didn't work again. Because of the outburst earlier, you're all like scared and shit.
So you were 9.
I think so. Maybe 10.
What kind of questions? I'm curious. I am your Sunday school teacher. Okay. All right. Let's play a little role play. Hi, Joron.
That was a
Jesus is good. We didn't come from apes. We came from the divine conception.
They used to make the kids in the Sunday school. They would make them memorize pieces of scripture and then make them recite it. And if they could recite the scripture back, they give them a silver dollar. Well, I never could recite the scripture because I was like, I'm not gonna fucking waste my time on that. And so I could never get a silver dollar. But I would ask a lot of questions like, who is this guy, God? How did he create everything? Where did he get the money to pay for this? And how come you keep giving out silver dollars? Well, I was disturbing the other children, and so they pulled me outside and told me, you're disturbing the other children. You need to stop asking questions. I said, well, isn't that the whole point? Is he just supposed to ask questions and be inquisitive? Yeah, we're going to call your mom. We don't think you should come here anymore. And then I wasn't even actually allowed back inside the room. I had to sit outside till Sunday school was over.
So your family continued to go.
No, they never went. It was just to get rid of the kids in the morning so they could get recouped from their hangover from the night before. But
I'm going to stick it in her holy place. We're learning about some fake God. Do you guys know the Immaculate Conception is just that? It's not the birth, it's the conception. And the conception was only like 30 days.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Talking about Jesus.
The conception takes
No.
So was an alien.
No, well, okay, you're right. Conception. How about gestation period?
Oh, I didn't know about that part.
Jesus' gestation.
So he...
What did you think Jesus would want to be when he... I mean, did he always want to preach?
No, haven't you seen... there's a documentary called The Last Temptation of Christ.
Okay.
You haven't seen that, have you?
No.
Oh, man, my wit is wasted. You haven't seen it either? Oh, God.
Why would I?
It's a subject matter that I have no interest in. Why would I waste my time watching it?
Because it's not...
Zing!
Zing. No, it's not a documentary because Martin Scorsese directed it. Willem Dafoe's in it.
Let me guess, was it a hooker? His last temptation?
No.
Oh.
Believe it or not, his last temptation was to be human. Anyways, it's good because there's one iconic scene where basically Jesus wants to take revenge. And he's like, what is it? He talks about love, and he's like, I no longer believe in this. I believe in this. And he holds up an axe, and he talks about getting revenge. And you wouldn't think of Jesus like that.
Murder and axe murder and Jesus?
Yeah, man.
I would go see that.
Although...
I would.
Dude.
Sign me up, man.
Dude, it's a good movie. And Mary Magdalene gets dogged out by, like...
No. I want to get back. We need to get back to Axe Murder and Jesus because that's a movie that I would go see.
Well, he doesn't actually murder anybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. We need to make that movie, Axe Murder and Jesus. Who would that star as?
As the axe murderer in Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, it'd have to be a black Jesus.
Would it?
Because isn't Jesus black?
He's Jewish.
Yeah, but he's black.
He's Jewish.
There's black Jews.
Okay, Sammy Davis Jr. I mean,
Yeah,
Don Cheadle.
is he Jewish?
Yeah. I don't know why I fucking know that.
Rod Carew.
There you go.
But
I love the reference right there, too.
his 80-year-old ass out there, and
Anyways, yeah, it'd have to be black. He. The Messiah would have to.
Dare you assume it's gender?
Okay, all right. So this is something you, just like you and Vice, you hit on something. Am I? Okay. So I found out something pretty horrible recently. I'm a millennial.
Ouch.
Yeah. When were you born?
I am not a millennial.
You checked the age.
I am an Xer.
Oh fuck, that's what I wanted.
when were you born? I'm 72.
I was born 85.
Really?
Right in the middle. Yeah. I know. I'm an old soul.
No, that makes you a millennial?
Yep. I think it's 1980.
Oh, shit.
Hmm. Yeah, I wanted to be Gen X, but no, I'm a millennial, and I fucking hate millennials. And this is what sucks. Am I an asshole?
Well, yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have paused there.
Oh, that wasn't a rhetorical question.
No. Okay, so hypothetically, you come to me and you're like, I'm gender fluid. I'm a fucking boy. And then, 2 minutes later, I'm a girl, blah. Am I an asshole for saying just pick one?
No.
Okay, good. Am I, Joron? Am I?
Nope.
Okay, thank God.
Because those people,
Well, see, I actually went to school and got an education and then went on to higher education and paid attention to my science teachers and whatnot. There are 2 genders.
Well, I don't know if you have to go that extreme, but it's just like...
Yeah,
if,
Jesus.
If you're adding... if I have to work hard to figure out who you are today, fuck it. You know, it's just... You know...
I'm all for originality. Be whoever you
No,
want,
it's
but I
not
don't
even
need
that. But if
72
it's
fucking
like-
pronouns to describe
Well,
your...
yeah.
Like cisgender.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
And even more importantly, I don't care. I care so little that I haven't even taken the time to try to figure out what it means because I don't care.
You know, this is what really upsets me about being a millennial, is I get lumped in with the trophy generation, where we're supposed to bow down to their demands. Like, if somebody says they're a woman today, we're supposed to be like, you're right, you're a woman. Everybody gets a trophy just for participating. There are no winners. But it's like, I don't know.
No, I mean, my thing is like, hey, you want to be a woman? Be a woman. Just be a woman. Don't do this whole, well, now I'm, no. It's just pick one, go with it. We're great, and I don't know. It's just... And the surgeries are getting better, so you don't have to act like you got fooled.
I'm going to speak for Rob here, but we don't care for millennials all that much either, which is why we skipped that entire gap, and our children are actually not millennials. They're the next group that hasn't been named yet.
Yeah.
No.
Generation Z?
No, but they're still when was your kid born?
After the gap. After 2005.
2005 is the cutoff?
Yours started in 80.
I think it did. All I know is I'm a fucking millennial.
You don't act like a millennial. You're good.
I know, and that's what sucks, but I am. Like, okay, well, at least everyone agrees that I'm not an asshole for basically saying pick one. Because that's frustrating. And then, you guys heard pan? Have you guys heard about that? Like what pan is?
Like
Peter Pan?
Everything.
Pansexual?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you heard that?
Just now.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So, I don't know. What's wrong with being called a lesbian?
This must be stuff that they talk about on TV. That's why I haven't had cable for 8 years. So
It's with all the labels and stuff. It's like, why does it have to have a name? Just go fuck whatever you want to fuck, as long as it's okay with it. And great. I don't know.
As long as it's okay with it.
Hey, man. It's
could be a tailpipe. Could be the couch sofa.
Yeah, it's
Could be between your box spring and your mattress
hey, whatever works.
with the bag.
Could be your sock. Going back to that.
Yeah.
It's just
We've come full circle, guys.
We have. It's
That ain't easy.
I don't know.
All right, how,
What did you want
where
to
are
be
we
when
at?
you grew up?
Okay, we're 45. What did I want to be?
Yeah.
Like at what age?
I don't know.
Because I think we
say-
all went through the. I
say
want to be an astronaut.
5.
I don't know. The thing I wanted to be the most, believe it or not, was an Egyptologist.
Really?
Yeah, in 6th grade, I read 10 books all on Egyptology. And I used to know, I guess not necessarily speak, but write hieroglyphics. And actually know what it meant.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That sounds achievable.
So you spent a lot of time alone as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to bring up a sore subject. Believe it or not, I was the chubby fat kid. I was the kid that the people that got picked on. Like that was me. Like I had the Beatles haircut that poofed out the side. Oh, it was bad.
I was the same kid, but I was the immigrant kid. So I didn't speak
Well, you're
English.
Portuguese, right?
Yeah, I didn't speak English till I was 6.
You're a Portuguese.
Yeah.
Can you still speak Portuguese?
Yeah.
Sorry, is bufa fart?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And you could also, Bufa is fart.
Yeah,
That's,
because my fiance is Portuguese.
Okay.
Portuguese and Hawaiian. And yeah, I learned bufa.
Yeah.
And then I don't. All the other stuff is Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Like
it's
popolo, that's a bad one. That's a real bad one. That's,
Mahulani. That's
opole is butthole.
Hmm.
I wonder if that was plosive on here. Butthole. Yeah, seemed pretty bad. Sorry, that was random.
Yeah, the Hawaiians don't like the Portuguese out there.
Really?
No, it's because I worked with a girl whose last name was Vera, and I said, "Oh," when I first met her, I said, "You mean Vieira?" She's like, "Fuck no, I ain't no fucking Portuguese." I'm like, "Jeez, man, whoa, slow down."
crap. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they I guess they're quite talkative over there, and you're like, "Hey, what's the national bird of Portugal?"
Yeah.
It's like, the fly. It's like, fuck, man. It's yeah. So she had a niece that wouldn't shut the hell up, so they call her their little Portuguese.
Portuguese princess?
No, just their little Portuguese because she won't shut the fuck up. So it's yeah.
What
So-
are you? You're Polish.
Fuck no, I ain't.
What are you?
German, Irish, French.
Oh.
All the anger. There's a little extra anger in there.
Yeah, and you're German. No wonder you hated the fact I called you Polish. You dirty Nazi. Oh. I just realized that door's open. I
That's all
really hope nobody's in there.
That's all right. They
Well,
would have said something.
They would have laughed.
Yeah.
Or maybe there is someone in there.
Was it a bad sign that they haven't laughed that they are in there?
Dude, they're probably just on their knees praying.
There used to be a church next to the old black box. Was a church.
It was called Black Box.
The black. Yes.
It was really
No, not the. No, it's called Black Box now. You know, because it's black and it's made for stand up and all that. But yeah, I guess when we were doing our
Wait, the new place is called Black Box, not
Yeah.
Black Top?
well, it's still Black Top, but they call it the Black
It's a black
Box.
box theater.
Yeah.
It's the type of setup the theater is.
Oh, I thought they changed the name.
No, that's where they film all their. Never mind.
I'm all up in that Black
Yeah,
Box.
I bet.
Yeah. Why? Because I'm Black Jesus.
He was Jewish.
He could be black.
He could.
Don
be.
Cheadle.
The Moors were black. What about you? 5 years old. Even though you're speaking Portuguese, you can tell me in English what it was.
What I wanted to be when I grew up?
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue.
Oh, come on.
I didn't even know I was going to grow up. I was a dumb kid, man. I thought I was going to be 5 forever. I didn't think of
I'm
that
going to be
shit.
5 forever, motherfuckers.
So, yeah. Yeah, if you ask my kid, he doesn't fucking know. It's just...
How much Portuguese are you? 100%?
Yeah. I actually did the 23andMe and like 80% Iberian and...
I bet you wanted to become a navigator and then spread smallpox.
Dude, it was like...
Yeah.
I think they started the slave trade, too. So,
Portuguese?
yeah. Them and the Dutch. Fucked up.
That's
It's,
great.
Yeah, so... no, it's... That golden age is long gone with the Portuguese.
The golden age.
Well, fuck, I mean... Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, the slave trade golden age? Is that what you're talking about?
No, man. When
I
they
was
were
just
known-
looking at the time, and I just chimed in at the wrong moment, I guess.
No, just when they were known for being explorers and all that. And then, they got Brazil, and that was it. So,
I learned in history, Christopher Columbus actually wrote in his journal that wherever he landed first, the people were really nice, and then he put, they will be easy to take over.
yep.
He was a dick.
Have you ever read Howard Zinn?
No.
People's History of the United States. It will depress the shit out of you, but it's really well done.
Well, there's a lot of things like everyone thinks George Washington's a great general. He lost more wars than he won.
Yeah, but he crossed a frozen river in the middle of the night, killed a bunch of guys, and it was fucking Christmas.
And there was a black guy in there.
Hell yeah.
There was. If you look at the painting, there's a black dude.
Yeah, because I'm going to trust that painting.
All paintings are real. It's like a photo. George Washington really stood at the very front and was like, whatever, I'm cool.
Sounds like a
Perfect.
drunk history episode right now.
What about you, Joron? Let's end with you.
Yeah.
What did you want to be?
I wanted to be a stop sign. That was my goal.
Like a.
Yeah, this little kid wanted to be a doctor like his dad, and this little kid wanted to be a police officer, and I wanted to be a stop sign.
Poor K.
Because I thought it was cool. Could make people stop.
So a crossing guard.
Yes, that's what I meant, but I said stop sign.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
That's why I
and
was
now
a little
40
confused.
and now 40 fucking years later, my aunt every time she sees me still goes, "Are you a stop sign yet?"
So, all right, here's the biggest question. Are you quitting your job not to pursue comedy full time, but to become a stop sign?
Yes, but on TV, because TV stop signs make a lot of money.
That's true. You're going to have to give me an agent one of these days, both of us. You realize that, right?
Right?
Like, I hope your coattails are fucking strong because I'm going to be riding them bitches. 100%. All right, you guys want to end it? It's about 7:30. We've been on for 52 minutes. I was about to say seconds. That's not right.
No. That'd be a long ass 52 seconds.
Yeah. I wonder how we sound. How do you guys think we sounded?
One way to find out.
I'm just trying to fill air. I have nothing to say. Just
Yeah. We'll know. Just scroll down and there.
Well,
now
now's
you
when
know how we did.
Plug the theater and all that. And
Oh, yes. Thank you. That's how we're going to end all these shows. I forgot, is we're going to be plugging shit. Just like Father McCready did. Right on up there. Okay. What do you have to plug? Rob, any social media, anything?
a whole lot of nothing. I'll be doing open mics over at, hopefully when they start them back up here, and comedy at the Comedy Spot down on, was it 20th and J? And that's pretty much it for now.
All right. John?
I'm just getting my ducks in a row, and I'll be organized soon. And then, I don't know, nothing short of world domination, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Pinky. Animaniacs.
Right?
Did you get it?
Of course.
Okay, good. Did you get it?
We indeed were thinking what you were thinking.
That's what I hate about open mics, is when somebody gets the joke and you're like, this is going to fucking kill. Because I honestly was like Pinky, and I was like, this is going to be great. And you guys just looked at me like, yeah. Like, yeah, I guess. Pinky. I will not be going to open mics anytime soon, unfortunately. But guess what, guys? You can follow the Gag on This podcast on Twitter because I saved it. I don't have a website yet. Should we get one?
Yeah.
I have a website, but it needs to be revamped.
You're not going to put Gag on This, though, right? It's going to be your website?
Dude, you're going to get a lot of disappointed people going to gag on this.
That's kind of the hope, too.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, what's this?
But then people will listen and be like, well, they are talking about dick and sperm and
yeah, but
childhood trauma.
it's, I don't know. Are you comfortable with someone having a wank to our voices?
Sounds kind of gay.
Fuck me. Jesus.
That's going to be the soundbite that people jerk to. Fuck me. Just over and over and over.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to try and capture that. Also, we are recording at Blacktop, so thank you very much, Paul from Blacktop. Go to their open mics. Go to their comedy shows.
Kick-ass shows.
They have a lot of
weekend.
improv shows, and we will be seeing you probably 2 weeks from now. All right, later.
Gotta fight for your right.